Well, it seems like a resolution was reached at a breakneck pace. 330 CVRD Inco workers went on strike midnight Saturday, bringing mining in much of the company's Sudbury nickel operations to a halt. But then a tentative deal was reached to bring people back to work. For a closer look, we turn to Marie Kelly. She's Assistant Director, Ontario and Atlantic Provinces with the United Steelworkers. Great to have you here. Thanks for coming in, Marie.
Pleasure to be here.
So there's going to be a union vote on the tentative settlement, I guess. That's the next step.
Absolutely. Tonight at 7 p.m. we're having a meeting to let all of our members know about what the deal has in it. And after that meeting, we'll have a vote and we'll have the results.
Now, are you confident that they'll ratify the deal?
Yeah, we are. We think that our members will be pleased what we were able to bargain, and the bargaining committee itself has unanimous recommendation for the deal.
Now, you're negotiating here for the first time with basically the new Brazilian owners of Inco, CVRD. What specifically do the workers not like about the contract that they were being offered?
Well, we don't talk about the detail of a collective agreement before our members receive it, but I can tell you that on Thursday we received a written final offer from CVRD. And after that, they sent a communique to all of our members and advised them that they weren't going to get a signing bonus or a wage increase. As you know, we have members in the production mining sector of it, and we have a pattern we've set. And so our workers were determined to reach that pattern, and our union was determined to reach that pattern.
Now, this was the first time this local 2020 has gone on strike, I understand.
It's the first time that the office unit at Inco, Local 2020, has gone out on strike. Right.
So did they feel, what was that like psychologically for them?
I think it was a good experience for them. They had brothers and sisters in the mining sector in Local 6500, and on the picket line they had brothers and sisters approach the picket line and decide not to go into work, and that was a great impetus. It was a great show of solidarity amongst the workers in our union, and I think that led to the quick resolve of this.
Past year or so, we've seen the Canadian mining industry, well, hollowed out, some observers say. We've seen CVRD buying Inco. We've seen Xstrata buying Falconbridge. Has that changed life in Sudbury from the labour relations point of view?
Absolutely it has. We've seen it in other sectors as well. It's unfortunate that our government has decided that it's okay to sell off our resources. We used to be the second largest nickel producer in the world. It was a Canadian company. Now we're the first largest, but it's a Brazilian company, and that means now there's a new player. It means that Canada is not paramount. It means we have to deal with somebody else who operates in another country, and I think that's not only bad for Sudbury and for workers, but it's bad for Canadians.
Is it harder for the unions to negotiate with these companies because they're owned by foreigners now?
It brings a new swing to it, but you may have heard we passed a Sudbury Unity Accord on March 20th. We got together with a bunch of other unions in the CVRD chain from Brazil, Mozambique, New Caledonia, and we've built a chain there with them so that there's solidarity and there'll be communication, and we'll help each other as we deal with this global company. So, you know, it's a harder world out there for workers with a global economy, but unions like the Steelworkers are coming together in order to build worker power.
Kind of interesting, workers across borders linking up when you're dealing with a multinational like CVRD.
It's a shame that our country is not standing up to protect Canadian resources and protect Canadian jobs, and that workers have to do it. But the story about what happened in Sudbury this weekend is a great show of solidarity. It shows the Steelworkers Union at its best, and we're confident that the deal we were able to get with CVRD Inco is going to be a deal that our members will be happy with.
You'd like to see the government protect the mining industry, but I mean, isn't it a reality? It's a global market. I mean, we can't really be putting up tariff barriers, putting up barriers to protect companies. You know, it's a free flow of capital. Canadian companies go out and buy companies abroad as well.
No, it's funny whenever I hear that. I have to smile because I can't see China or India ever allowing foreign ownership of any of their precious products. And in addition, I know there's lots of places. For example, we talk about timber in Canada, and we know that in Washington they have a law that says if you cut trees on Crown land, it has to be fully produced in Washington. And yet the biggest place they get their timber from is from Crown land in BC. So other countries are putting up barriers in order to protect their resources and to protect their manufacturing and their jobs. So I think we should take the lead in that and look at what other countries are doing and follow through on it, and not believe the rhetoric that we're hearing from our governments.
What do you think? I mean, what's your feeling? Are we just going to see more of these takeovers?
Oh, absolutely. We've seen it in basic steel sector. We're seeing it in the mining sector. We're seeing our manufacturing being crushed as they're moved to China and India. This is the wave of the corporate world, and workers are getting together to ensure that we protect as much as possible our way of life. And in Canada, and the Steelworkers Union is on the forefront of building links with unions in other countries in order to protect all workers in this world we live in.
Marie Kelly, thanks very much indeed.
My pleasure.
That was Marie Kelly. She's Assistant Director for the Ontario and Atlantic Provinces with the United Steelworkers. Kim, back to you.